some wonderful sessions you had there. Who would like to talk about that experience? Sasha?
I worked on a shoulder issue that I've had for 8 years.
8?
Yes,
Jesus, okay.
and it's come and gone over the last 8 years. Basically, I could get my shoulder to there before the session, and that's good. Sometimes I can only get it to there. It's been a long-standing issue.
I know you do a lot of self-work.
I was just going to say, yeah. I've spent 8 years working on it. I've done lots of EFT on it. I've done lots of Psych on it. I've had hypnotherapy. I've had acupuncture. I've had everything that you can think of. I've had for this shoulder, and I've had a lot of amazing people work with me on it as well. But we've never really got to the root of it.
You never had a TED before,
and
a bit
of medicine.
With the meta-medicine as well, very precisely with the meta-medicine. What we realised is, because I thought it might be something to do with my brother, but I wasn't 100% sure, or my ex-partner. It was kind of in the balance at the time when it came up. So 8 years ago, it came down to this one memory that I'd forgotten all about, which was basically, I opened the front doors. I was training. I would just finished my training as a teacher. I was in my first year of teaching. It was very hectic and it was very heavy, and I had all my bags and my folders and everything under my arm as I came in through the door. And as I opened the door, my brother, who had drug-induced psychosis at the time, and my partner, who was just psychotic, ran towards me at the same time, vying for my attention. And basically that was just a symbol of everything that was going on there. I was trying to sort those two out. I was trying to be a teacher, and the whole thing was, you know, what about me? I've got this big burden on my shoulder. I've got this big responsibility. Doesn't anybody want to say, did you have an okay day? Has it been all right today? So I worked very much with Ted on that particular image and on that echo, who looked very dishevelled and felt very sorry for herself. But it went back to an earlier echo. She took us back to an earlier echo of when I was about 12 years old, and I'd been left to look after my brother every summer holiday as he was 6 years younger than me, and I had my first boyfriend, but I always had to cart my brother around with me, and the guilt I felt for not wanting him there and not feeling that I wanted him there. So it's very much tied up in that. So we had a great session. I went and had a summer holiday that I'd never had when I was a child. Ted told me to go off to a beach, and we went off to Spain, and I took some friends, and it was all really, really beautiful, and it just gave me that experience that I didn't have when I was younger. So then when I came back to the older self, the 27-year-old self that walked through the door, instead of these two men running towards me, it was just two little fluffy puppy dogs towards me. And then I have to show you this, because everybody that knows my shoulder, how my shoulder's been. I can do this and I can do that, and that's gone. So thanks, Ted, and thanks, because, you know, believe me, I've done a lot of work on this, but it was having that precise tool to get to that precise point in time that was the thing that changed it. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Wonderful.